Hi, Ben from Ben's Army. Today we're going over recovery. So this isn't towards fat loss, muscle gain. This is just for your body to really recover from a workout. If you get sore legs, sore arms, mainly sore legs that people complain of post say boot camp or a high intensity workout. So 4 protein requirements. The main thing, I don't listen to supplement companies saying that you must get 30 grams of protein immediately after a workout. You can literally have protein, say about 30 grams, which is just over 100 grams of meat. You can have that within an hour and a half before or after your workout. Doesn't really matter too much where you have it, as long as you get it in. And that will be sufficient enough. But where the longevity of the protein requirements comes in is you need to be having protein, say, 2 or 3 times a day, spread out, and having enough for your body size. So for a female, you want to say have 2 to 3 meals per day that have got about 30 grams of protein in it, and that will be enough for you. That's a very vague general rule. For a male, obviously it's a little bit more. It really depends on your body mass, how hard you're training, how much muscles, how many different muscles you're training. But for me, myself, I don't count my protein intake. I just try and have protein 3 or 4 times a day, and that's good enough for me. And if you're not a very advanced athlete, there's no real need to count protein as long as you think you get enough in. We don't need to live by numbers if we're only just trying to be a healthier person. Carbs. For recovery wise, having carbs leading up to your workout and having them straight after your workout is better. So for recovery, especially post-workout, if you have a good serving of quick absorbing carbohydrates, it spikes your insulin levels right up, which makes your body absorb the protein and the carbohydrates into the muscles better, so you get better recovery. I try and get people to have a slower absorbing carbohydrate about 2 hours before. That way they've got a fair bit of glycogen build up in their body, their blood sugars are nice and high, so you have a better workout and you don't break your muscles down so hard. So that's pre and post for carbohydrates. Stretching, pre-exercise stretching, I don't really agree on. More a dynamic kind of movement that's replicated in your workout. So if you're doing squats, lunges, you'll do like a lunge walk which stretches out your hip flexors more. You might do a bit of a duck walk thing where it stretches out your hamstrings, which I need to do a video and explain what it actually is. And then post-workout, it's mainly going through muscle groups that you feel tight in. So hip flexors are a big one, quads are a big one. I'm not a huge advocate on stretching unless you really need it. So I'll do a stretching video later on showing how to do your hip flexors, your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back and all that. But I don't believe that you need to do excessive stretching. For post-exercise, I do believe in light cardio, so going for a walk around the block for a couple of Ks, or going for a light walk on the treadmill or a spin bike or something. About 20 minutes is all you need. The more, if you do this, what it does, it gets more blood flow going through your body, which helps pick up the lactic acid in your body, it helps break it down and all of that. When that happens, you get better recovery. And saying that infrared sauna is really good for recovery in that terms as well, because it heats your body up internally, which increases blood circulation around through your body, pulls lactic acid out, helps your recovery. Both of these are really good. I'm a massive fan of the infrared sauna, and that's why we have one here at Ben's Army. And I don't mind people going for a light walk as well. Other little topics as well, make sure you get enough water in. So many people are dehydrated when they rock up to the gym. General rule is 3.7 litres of water per 100 kilos of body mass, doesn't matter whether it's body fat or muscle. And that's on a normal day without exercise. So if you're exercising, bump it up a little bit. If it's hot, bump it up obviously as well. Sleep. Most of our recovery is done while we're sleeping. So if you're not getting any sleep after exercise, you ain't going to recover, you're going to pull up sore. Bad food, so if you have lots of saturated or transsaturated foods post-exercise, they slow your digestion down, which I've covered in previous videos, because it clogs up your digestive system, which it can't break down the carbs, it can't get the proteins into your body quicker. So having bad takeaway food, saturated, transsaturated foods will slow your digestion down, which will give you a worse off recovery rate. Alcohol. If you have alcohol post-exercise, say goodbye to your recovery, you're going to pull up sore. So these are just some vague little quick tips on recovery. If you get any other more specific questions to recovery on what I've covered, post below and I'll answer your questions. Thank you. Bye.